Personal foul, first team foul. Another foul here. It's going to be Nelson, his second consecutive foul in a row. He has two, and we haven't played 30 seconds of the first half yet. Dribbling in, lay-in won't go. It's a miss. Who's got it? Scramble for it on the floor. Are they going to call a jump ball or a wrestling match?
I'd like to see a little quicker whistle there. Almost got to fisticuffs. Kind of let that go for too long.
So they're going to say jump ball, so it will be a held ball, so it'll go over to Bellevue. Yeah, I thought I was watching. You're from Lake Stevens. I thought I was watching Brent Barnes in one of his wrestling matches. Two-point takedown.
Exactly right. A little quicker with the whistle there. Had a quick whistle, I thought, on the fouls, but the jump ball seemed to be a little tardy.
So here we go. Bellevue with the basketball. Moving to our right in the navy blue uniforms with red numbers. Outside long, outside three ball that won't go. That'll be a miss for Jonathan Michael. Controlled by Portland. Panthers won't get it. Bodies on the floor. The drive there by KJ Bosco. And I think KJ Bosco's trying to break the 0-0 deadlock. He'll get a couple of free throws here.
That was a really athletic take. Great pass on the throw ahead in transition, but a great athletic take.
Bosco, a 6'7" sophomore. 81% at the free throw line. Just as I say that, he misses the first.
I was going to say, free throw jinx right there.
Yeah. Averages about 12.5 points per ball game. Next one by Bosco is good. So Portland with the early lead here, about a minute in. And Bellevue will bring it up. That's Jaden Volman out of Puyallup. Closed off there, kicks it out. John looked at a three, instead goes in for a lay-in that won't go. And the rebound grabbed by Brandon Richard of Portland. Panthers quickly down the floor. Garrett turns, faces, and fires, and it won't go. And Bellevue will grab the rebound. Michael goes in, knocked over the defender. They're going to call the block. Yes, they will. Two players go down, but they're going to call the blocking foul here. And Bosco will pick up the foul. His first personal foul, first team foul, and Jonathan Michael at the free throw line. He puts a dent in the floor when he dribbles for his.
They need a new ball at halftime, I think.
See if he does it again here. Okay, he gets it. Wow.
It's like he's mad at the ball or something. It's not the ball's fault.
And he hit both free throws.
Whatever works for you. Rhythm and routine. Rhythm and routine.
Not the ball's fault.
No.
Frank Norman goes to Richard, closed at the baseline. It's just, you're going to close it off that way, I'm going this way. And he lays it up and in.
Seemed like he was going to lose that for a second, and then gathered, went up strong, and finished.
John gets into the paint, and then it gets it back out to Jaden Volman. 15 to shoot. Volman with the basketball. Looking for the big guy. They go down, find him, and there he is. And Max Tilden with the bucket. Back to a Bellevue lead. Our third lead change here in the early going. Neither team's had more than a 1-point lead. Ball goes out of bounds, and Portland keeps it in front court. And they'll throw it in. For Portland, KJ Bosco, Gabe Garrett, Cameron Rutherford, Brendan Richard, Frank Norman on the floor. Outside three ball rattles out, won't go for Rutherford. And Bellevue will bring it up. Jaden Volman, Trey Nelson, Ting Zhao John, Jonathan Michael, and Max Tilden, the quintet out there for Bellevue. First-year head coach Donald Brady. The runner by Volman won't go. Cleared out by Portland. Quickly down early offense, and Portland with the bucket by Gabe Garrett.
That rebound occurred. It was two passes and a score. I love it. Ball didn't even touch the floor. Got an easy basket out of it.
Now Bellevue down by 1. Volman out for an up fake 3 by John. Waits for the defender instead. They kick it over. Michael will shoot it. Won't go. And Portland rebound by Richard. Bouncing it. Ooh, ball stripped away. Taken away from KJ Bosco. Bellevue with it. Ting Jiao John going in, laying up. Yes, it'll go. He had to watch it fall through the hoop as he was laying on the ground in the baseline.
It's a fantastic finish and so quick. I don't know how you stay in front there. You just hope he misses that. Great make and finish.
Ball knocked away. Grabbed. Here we go. Here's Bellevue going in. Two-handed slam dunk by Trey Nelson. They list him at 6 foot. He's more like 5'10", I'm thinking, and he gets the slam dunk, and Bellevue out to a 3-point lead.
We all know that 6 foot is a media guide height.
That's right. Outside 3. No, won't go. A miss by KJ Bosco. Bellevue clears it out. Volman brings it up. Nelson looked at a 3 there. Back to Volman again. 20 to shoot. He will dribble along the side of the key. Closed off there. John will dribble. Boy, it looked like a travel, no call. 10 to shoot. No look pass to Tilden for the, the lay-in wouldn't go. But it looked good for Bellevue. They just got nothing out of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, you got to use the backboard in that sequence there. We talk about it all the time. When you're on the road or an environment you don't know, use the backboard.
Going in, how about like that?
Just like that.
Lay it up and in. Ting Jiao John, and the lead is 5 points for Bellevue. Bellevue coming in, the number 4 seed out of the north. They lead the number 1 seed out of the south, Portland, by a double score, 10-5. Lots of basketball to play. Portland tries the entry pass down low, kick it back out. That's got to be a jump ball there. That jump ball, the arrow will favor Portland. And we're going to have our first immediate timeout of the game. With 14:59 to go in the first half, it's Bellevue 10, Portland 5. You're watching the NWAC Championships on STSPN.com.
Strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
Mid-descent of evergreens above the water's blue were the Bellevue helmsmen true. See, Coach, I went to Bellevue so long ago they were the helmsmen, not the Bulldogs.
That was pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive.
There you go. Bellevue, they've been impressive so far, too. They've got a 5-point lead.
Yeah, I've really been impressed with their activity. They obviously know they got to get out in transition, and they're pretty comfortable right now. 5 minutes in, 10 points on the board. Got a little rhythm to their game. That's always a good sign early in a ball game.
And Ting Jiao John, he's playing like he's got his shoes on fire.
Yeah, no question. I like his quickness, his assertiveness getting to the basket, and hopefully that rubs off on his teammates.
Richard, top of the key for Portland, down by 5. They feed it down to Rutherford, knocked away. There's John again. Got the no, I think they say he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Oh, no.
I think they're going
shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation right there.
But that's John right there.
Yep, good hustle play. Good dig. That's something that we like to have seen out of Tacoma in that game 1 there. Dig down on the post a little bit. His quickness is really helping them quite a bit.
Here's a steal. I keep wanting to say LeBron James because he's got the headband and the number 23. Left side, Richard. Still 10-5 score. Long outside 3 ball. Dead center, top of the key, and down it goes for Cameron Rutherford. Buries it from 3-point land. It's a 2-point ball game.
Nice hit, comfortable. Big basket for Portland.
John Volman, and a foul's going to be called. And they will get Gabe Garrett with the foul. He'll pick up his first personal foul, and that'll be team foul number 2. And Ting Jiao John will, before the ball's thrown in, immediately you have a foul call. And that's going to be called on Frank Norman. His first personal foul, the third team foul, before the ball was even inbounded. There's Michael going in. No, the lay-in won't go for Omar Traore out of Pete Knight High School in Palmdale, California. And that will put Traore to the free throw line. The 6'6 freshman, again out of Palmdale, California, goes to the free throw line.
Great sideline out of bounds play there for Bellevue. Had 3 actions out of that. Got to the third action, got to the free throw line.
You talked earlier about dig. Tell me what that is.
Well, when you play behind the post, which is what Bellevue started with, guards will have to come down and help off of the ball. So anytime a post puts it on the ground, you have a guard help down and hopefully make him pick it up, turn it over, make a quick decision. Especially if you don't have the size to stack up with somebody in the interior, that helps out the post defender quite a bit.
11-8 the score. Reverse lay-in won't go for Garrett. One shot there. Bellevue clears. John with it. Changes direction. Now to Michael. They'll dump it baseline. Traore. Now to Michael again. Ball knocked away. He's got it. Can he get it back? Yes, he can. 11 seconds to shoot. Down low. Land no. And Traore will go to the free throw line again. Kept hearing coach on the other side, box out, box out, box out.
Yeah, finish the defensive possession. They played great defense there. Nothing is bigger of a killer than you play great defense for 20, 25 seconds, and then you give up an extra chance. So that's where that's rooted and coming from, no question.
So first free throw, no good. Missed them both. 11-8 score, 13:25 to go in the first half. Ooh, almost a travel in backcourt. Rutherford lost it. Went up for the slam, and he left the basketball, and it hit the padding at the end of the gym. Last touch by Bellevue. Portland keeps it, 17 on the shot clock. Hicks to throw it in to Richard. Wide open 3 ball, rattles off for Terrell Hicks. A miss, and then Hicks flags it down, brings it back into front court. Garrett, no. Tap up, no. One more time for Rutherford, yes. Rutherford will get the offensive rebound after a couple of misses there, and it's 11-10 Bellevue. Bellevue led by as much as 5. They've been kind of stuck here. Actually, it was 10-5 for a while, and here's a steal. This is going to be Garrett. Two-handed slam dunk. And Portland retakes the lead.
Coach's favorite right there, leaving your feet on a pass. Turns into a turnover and a dunk.
Big Jiao John dumps it. Oh,
right up with that.
He didn't do it. John will, and he will shoot. A 3 and hit it. And Bellevue back out to a lead. 7 lead changes in this ball game so far. Bellevue 14-12 leader over Portland now.
Like the activity here, Bellevue's gone to actually a little 2-2-1 out of a make or even a missed free throws. They were right back into a 2-3 zone, seeing what Portland can provide offensively here.
Corner, Garrett. 3 won't go. And over the, now they're going to say an undercut foul here.
That's a kind way of putting that. Thought a good box out, honestly. Sometimes in the zone you get caught with the offensive players, so we always kind of teach pinning them to the baseline. That's what that looked like right there. Unfortunately, got a foul call.
Michael picks up the foul, first personal foul, 4th team foul. Miss there, and Bellevue gets it. Bulldogs with a 14-12 lead. Keanu Royster. Ting Jiao John. John looking, starts the dribble, goes baseline. That's closed off. Out for an open three look. Won't go for Andrew Shaw, a miss. Quickly up the floor to Hicks. Saved it, but then they couldn't save it the second time. And Brendan Richard will take a seat on the Bellevue Bulldogs bench there for a second. Doesn't play for them. He's taken the chair left vacant by Donald Brady, the head coach. Do they leave you a vacant chair on your bench, or you just don't even have a chair? You're up there the whole time?
I try to force myself to sit, honestly, because if I walk, I get too stressed. It'll be available, let's put it that way. Whether I use it or not is a different question.
Shot on the way, no good. Omar Terore miss, and Portland with it. Portland down by 2, 14-12, 10:50 to play, first half. Not sure where that pass was going. I'm not sure that Lane Josie knew where that pass was going either. It went out into the hallway just about.
Yeah, I like the intent there. He had a good intent in mind. The receiver, unfortunately, wasn't on the same wavelength.
So Bellevue with it. They're wearing the navy blue uniforms, red numbers, white trim, moving to our right with a 14-12 lead. Royster to Volman. Back to Royster again as they're working the perimeter. 10 to shoot. Royster top of the key. 6 to shoot. Does he know? Double team there. 1 second to shoot. No, one too many passes. Oh, they're going to, boy, used up the entire clock, and they'll also call for an offensive charging foul.
Yikes. I would have just gone with the shot clock violation personally, but hey, I appreciate Bellevue's, their ability. They've run through some great things. It just hasn't netted as some shots that have gone down for them, unfortunately. But I think a matter of time. Just stick to it. They're doing well, and we'll see that ball go through the hoop.
Baseline closed off, so
good luck. Good luck.
And to the floor goes KJ Bosco. He'll have to get up and go to the free throw line, try to complete the three-point play.
That diagonal pass against the zone, as the zone's shifting there. Great for a big to kind of see that angle, and really good pace there as well. Quality.
Timeout on the floor, 9:57 to go in the first half. It's Bellevue 14, Portland 14. You're watching STSPN.com.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quade?
See ya!
Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
Portland and Bellevue, 14-14 tie. The winner to play Spokane tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the Elite 8 round of the NWAC Basketball Championships. Tom Lafferty along with Randy Edens, Pat Castro on the stats, Todd Elvig and the crew, keeping us on the air here on STSPN.com. Free throw coming up here as KJ Bosco will try to complete the three-point play. Got one coming up here. The number 1 team out of the South, the number 4 team out of the North. He does not. So a 14-14 tie, Bellevue and Portland. And Keanu Royster out of Kennedy Catholic High School in Seattle, actually in Burien, Now Volman out of Puyallup will step through. 10 to shoot now. Volman. He will. 3 ball. Good. Jaden Volman out of Puyallup averages 10.5 points per ball game. Buried that one. It's a 3-point lead, 17-14. Now down low for Portland. The hook shot by Lane Josie won't go. And quickly, here comes Volman again. And he traveled. Nice defensive pressure there. Lane Josie just stepped in the way.
Yeah, really good. You could almost call it a block on that, but hey, he had position, kept his feet in front, and got the travel call.
9:10 to go, first half.
Out of the timeout here, Bellevue's gone, man, I really like what they've done so far in the first half. They've mixed it up. I think they're trying to get a good feel for what's going to be the most effective with Portland and, turn into some quality play on the defensive side of the floor for them.
Lane Josie couldn't go. And again, Bellevue with it. Long outside 3 ball. That's a miss in the corner by Andrew Shaw. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor called here by the Portland Panthers. 8:41 to go in the first half. The Bulldogs 17, the Panthers 14. You're watching the NWAC Men's Championship on STSPN.com.
Yo, ready to play?
Back to action here at Everett Community College. Game 6 of 8 games being played here today. The Sweet 16 round heading to the Elite 8 tomorrow here at Everett Community College. Portland with the basketball, down by 3. They go down low for a two-handed slam dunk by Lane Josie.
Great possession out of the timeout. That's another thing you look for out of these kind of programs. Those that have had a lot of success, what do they run? What deliberate things do they get to get quality possessions?
Kenna Royster with it. They're going to call for the offensive foul. Put up that elbow. Can we see that? I don't know if we can see that again. I'll take that as a no. So here we go. Portland down by 1 now at 17-16. It's KJ Bosco. Did the low block to Hicks. Oh, trying for a one-handed slam that time is Josie. That wouldn't go. And Bellevue brings it up. Jaden Volman running the point. Royster. Now to Torore, turns and fires and puts it up and in. It's a 3-point lead for Bellevue. We'll stop play here momentarily to fetch the basketball. A couple of subs will check in. Cameron Rutherford returns for Portland. And Portland will bring it up. Down by 3. As they work it, Portland does. Cameron Rutherford. That's Josie. Feeding it down low, off the window and in for Garrett. Gabe Garrett out of Jefferson High School, Portland.
You could see Garrett consistently trying to post, it seemed like, on both sides of the floor before they finally got into him, trying to get a little mouse in the house situation, and got an easy bucket.
Up without the ball was Traore, so he dumped it off instead of Volman, and he'll get rid of the basketball for about a 15-foot jumper from the right baseline by Jeremy Bishop. Bishop playing close to home of Arlington High School.
Go Eagles.
There you go. Head coach Nick Brown, one of his players. Dribbling in, Hicks. Lost something. Picked up there by Garrett. Back out for a long three. Won't go. A miss there by Bosco. Gets it back. Now to Rutherford. That won't go. Bosco's there, fighting for the basketball. Along with Traore, and it's going to be a jump ball, and the arrow will favor Bellevue.
Something I noticed so far here in the first half, it seems like Portland playing a lot of extended defensive possessions, whereas offensively everything seems to be a little bit quicker on that end. So I wonder if that's starting to wear on them. Sometimes as a team, you end up playing more defense than offense, and that grinds on you after time.
Volman with a miss. And Portland with another rebound. Hicks is kind of directing traffic. Nice give and go for a two-handed slam dunk.
Great slip there out of a horn sequence. Looked like Bellevue was anticipating a flare screen there. Post player slipped to the basket, got an easy two-hand dunk.
Rutherford with the dunk. With the 5:35 mark to play. It's a 1-point lead for Bellevue, 21-20. Low-scoring game here in this first half. Turnaround, down it goes for a turnaround two for Jonathan Michael out of Shorewood.
Bellevue with a little bit of the flow action. You got post high, post low, and a consistent movement if you don't get that initial look.
Reach-in foul is going to be called here. Rutherford got fouled. And that's going to be the second personal foul on Traore and the 8th team foul. So free throw here for Cameron Rutherford. Rutherford averaging 13.2 points per ball game. First free throw no good. That's all it'll get. And coming up on 5 minutes to play in the first half. Launch there by Michael won't go. One opportunity for Bellevue. Quickly up the floor comes Portland. Hicks gets it down low. Nice little backdoor feed to Cameron Rutherford. And it's a 1-point ball game. Bellevue 23, Portland 22.
Great pass out of transition. Kept it high for only one person to go get. Caught it, finished. 1-point game.
John with it. Now it goes to Michael. Michael turns, shoots, misses, and KJ Bosco grabs the rebound for Portland. And then, boy, they almost lost a handle on it here. Wide open for a three in the corner that won't go for Gabe Garrett. And Bellevue will bring it up.
Too wide open. Think about it too much. Just got to shoot that thing.
And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. This will be, I think, this will be a full timeout. This will be the under 5 media timeout. Bellevue 23, Portland 22. The NWAC Championship from Everett continues right after this timeout.
As certified jumpers, divers, and survival experts, Special Forces are dropped behind enemy lines to train foreign fighters, carry out covert missions, or prevent future conflicts. These soldiers live for the challenge, highly trained and highly intelligent. Special Forces soldiers are the best of the best.
EVCC trivia time. Why do some of the region's best athletes choose Everett Community College every year? Answer, well, look around you. They use this gym. Register now for spring classes at everettcc.edu. Great facility here, the Walt Price Student Fitness Center, the campus of Everett Community College. Coach, you get to play district basketball games here. Nice to come to a big facility, nice facility.
Man, we absolutely love it. We've been really blessed to be here, at the 4A level. I'm sure if the 3As, 2As kind of found out the opportunities that we get here, they'd want to hop on board themselves. So maybe our own little secret. I know Nate Duchesne's kind of the big instigator. He got to start a couple years back, and it's been a little bit dicey about getting back here, but I know we're going to try to continue to keep having it here as long as we possibly can. It's fantastic.
Well, it becomes dicey because it's such a popular venue.
Right. No, that's exactly it. I mean, as long as we do our due diligence and make sure we get our name in there and plan ahead appropriately, we'll do whatever it takes to keep it here.
Yeah, Nate Duchesne and Larry Walker always got that all to go. Then Larry goes ups and retires.
Yeah, it's okay though. He's put in such a great career here. He's got to go do some fun things.
There's Michael. Jonathan Michael misses from way outside. And the ball went out of bounds, and so it'll be Portland basketball.
I think where Bellevue's gotten in a little bit of trouble here in terms of being a little stagnant is they've been a little too quick for maybe their liking, and so the score hasn't moved much for them.
Terrell Hicks. Bosco looked at about a 30-footer, didn't take it. Hicks will shoot a three that won't go. And flagged down by Garrett there. Goes in. Oops, lost something. Michael has it. Feeds it forward, going in. Foul's going to be called. They got it to Trey Nelson. And he's going to have to go to the free throw line. You know, Portland comes in as the South number 1, 24-5. You like the way they warmed up, but they kind of tricked you, didn't they?
Well, Bellevue's done
Or did Bellevue trick you?
Bellevue's done a really nice job. Out of every timeout, they've changed it up defensively, so it's really kind of kept Portland on their heels. Portland's not shooting very well. I mean, 38%, 1 of 8 from 3, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. So you can tell that not being comfortable yet is why it's, a 1-point game for Bellevue, and Bellevue's done a nice job kind of keeping them off balance and on their toes.
Missed them both. 23-22 the score remains. 3:34 to go in the first half. Garrett to Jacob Powell, shoots a three, rattles off, won't go. Rebound by Jeremy Bishop for Bellevue. At the 3:20 mark to play in the first half.
Portland here transitioned themselves to a little 2-3 zone.
It's about a 17-footer for Ting Jiao John that will not go. And the rebound's going to be controlled by Portland. Chance for the lead, down by 1. Bosco looked, hesitated, and he who hesitates loses the basketball. John with it, gives it off, lay it good, Trey Nelson. Nice move by Nelson to kind of slalom his way down there to get it.
Great finish. Seemed like we were stuck on 23-22 for the longest time. Good to see some points here.
Little fade away that won't go. Down to the back it goes Gabe Garrett, and he'll have to go to the free throw line. And a foul will be whistled on Jaden Volman, his first personal foul, 9th team foul.
Feel like a little bit Portland's getting smidge frustrated just by their inability to put the ball through the hoop, and it's trying to compound itself a little bit just based on how they're shooting. And again, free throw lines continue to be a struggle for them right now.
Free throw number 1 is no good. Garrett doesn't bounce the ball, so he's not mad at the ball. He just it's awkward looking.
We all have our different rhythms and routines, I suppose.
But it works that time. And it's a 26-22, 25, they gave the wrong score. 25-23, Bellevue by 2. Corner for Michael, good. Jonathan Michael puts it in. The 6'6 sophomore averages 15.5 points per ball game. Full court pressure here by Bellevue. The lead is 5 points. Bellevue equals their biggest lead of the game. Portland had a 1-point lead. 2:15 to play in the first half. Inside, outside three, offside of the iron, no good by Rutherford. And Bellevue gets it. Ting Jiao John. Bounce pass corner, wide open three on the way, air ball. Air ball in the corner there by Nelson. Grabbed by Portland. Lay-in, no, short-armed it there. Garrett did. And under 2 minutes to go in the half. Bellevue with the 5-point lead, 28-23. Loser out, winner play Spokane tomorrow at 6 in the Elite 8. John to Michael. And he threw it right into the hands of Lane Josie, plays for the other team. Pull-up jumper, 3-ball. Air ball, no. Back up by Garrett, no. He had a first opportunity, didn't even pull the trigger. Second one didn't go. All that off a miss by Jacob Powell. Here's Volman. Kind of scoop lay-in off the window and in.
You know, the number 1 rule in defense is to stop the ball. It's like the seas parted right there. It's a free path to the basket. Yikes.
I'm guessing that's a Randy Eden shot at 5:30 in the morning at MP on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right?
That's the only thing I can make, unfortunately.
The scoop lay-in.
The scoop lay-in.
Kiss the glass.
Although the fellows would give me a hard time. In fact, if I shoot a lay-in, it's amazing. I usually just stay out from 20 feet out and take my chances out there.
Is that under the for your girls team? Do as I say, not as I do.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Or they're not allowed to even attend on a. They're not going to get up at 5:30 in the morning to watch you play anyway.
Yeah, furthermore, it's exactly right.
Let's go watch a bunch of old guys get real sweaty on a Tuesday morning.
Yeah, run up and down and see awful basketball. Hey, but it's good. Good camaraderie. Love playing with the fellas, and we'll try to continue to play it as long as I can.
Well, you're one blown meniscus away from.
Hey, now, knock on wood.
No, that's true. 30-24. That's the biggest lead for Bellevue. Up by 6. Less than a minute to go. Open, wide open. Too wide open, probably for Bowie Keek out of Renton High School. Missed it. With 42 seconds to go. Here comes Portland. The number 1 seed out of the South. They lost a handle on it. Volman gets a steal. 2 guys on the floor. John brings it up. He wants to get rid of it. He says, I'm down here in the low post, and I don't know like it down here.
I don't belong down here. I need to be out on the perimeter.
So there he's got it now from Volman.
Really impressed with Bellevue. Their ability to mix it up has really gotten Portland uncomfortable. 24 points. It'd be interesting to see if what their low total is for a half.
30-24 the score, 9.8 seconds to go. And we're going to have free throws here for Ting Jiao John. They call him TJ, but I like Ting Jiao.
You do a nice job of that. I would have pronounced it like 8 different ways by now.
Free throw good. That's the biggest lead. Up by 7 points are the Bellevue Bulldogs. That one is good as well. 8-point lead. Whistle in backcourt. I'm guessing at halftime, Tony Broadhouse, the head coach of Portland, they've got some splaining to do. They got some work to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is they've, again, been, it seems like too quick, and they're playing defense for a ton of possessions, extended possessions, whereas on the offensive side, everything's so fast. And so when those shots aren't going down, then it tends to compound itself, and that's kind of what we're running into here so far here in the first half. And another missed free throw here for Portland as well. They've really struggled from the free throw line, and those are little things that can kind of quell runs that, you know, the other team's going to bring to the table. Instead of it being 8, maybe it's 2 or 3. And, you know, not that 8 isn't manageable, but certainly 2 or 3 is much more manageable.
That one doesn't go either. 32-24, 3 seconds to go. Volman, somebody step in front, right? Coach?
Stop the ball, please. The number 1 rule of defense, stop the basketball, fellas. Come on. They'll probably start there first with the halftime conversation.
Is this a break the backboard or the blackboard in the coach's room?
These guys are beyond that. There's no show there. It's just about, hey, here's some things we need to fix. Let's make sure we fix them, get back into this thing.
Our score at the half, 34-24. The Bellevue Bulldogs leading the Portland Panthers. This is Game 6 of the 2018 NWAC Men's Basketball Championships. We're live from Everett Community College on STSPN.com.
Training is definitely making myself better, but I know that it's going to end up making my teammates better.
You have to know your teammate and know what they need.
The cohesion on the field and off the field is what makes everyone strong.
Being on a team, you know it's not just you out there.
I would do anything for the player next to me, behind me, in front of me.
Practicing day in and day out, trying to be the best me so they can be the best them. It's like a sisterhood that you have with those girls.
It's just really empowering. They're all doing crazy things. And you want to be like them and you want to push yourself like them.
motivates me to work harder, to get faster, quicker.
Pushing each other so hard, all for the same goal. And then when you accomplish it, that's the best feeling in the world.
Once you tap into that, I think you're unstoppable.
My name is John Archuleta, and I'm a loan service bankruptcy officer with STCU. I help members that are struggling with their financial obligations. A lot of times people feel as if they're not good enough. Their finances are telling them that they should have known better. Our goal really is the financial health and well-being of the member. We are our members are us. We don't have investors here. We're not protecting the investor's bottom line. No matter what's going on, we're dealing with people's lives. I'm John Archuleta, and STCU is here for good.
Oh, there we are.
Damn, I look good.
Stop.
All right, my bad. I was going to ask how my hair looked, but...
Oh, hey, we're on. We're here. Chemeketa, the Storm, coming up. Got a few games. We got the Zach and Jack show, right? Frazier,
That's
Schmerber.
right.
Yes, sir.
Did I get it right once?
Yes, you did.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Yes, you did.
How you guys feeling tonight? You guys are back here from Salem, Oregon. You guys having a good trip so far?
It's been fun. Yeah, we're super excited to play. I mean, every chance you get to go to the playoffs, you know, it's exciting. You got this adrenaline going, so we're excited to play.
Tell me a little bit about what we start with you, Zach. Tell me a little about your game. What's your game? I saw some steals. You lead the league in steals, or up there in steals or something. You guys got a lot of talent. You got a lot of your freshman, sophomore. Talk us about this game and also coming up with the Trojans.
Yes, sir. Well, I mean, we're looking forward to this matchup. They're a great team. I mean, for us, we try and run up and down the court as much as we can and push the ball. But at the end of the day, it's the effort that we put in, and we know they're a great team, so we're looking forward to it.
Frazier.
Yes.
What's the key? How are you going to get past the Trojans? They're here in their home court. They got a lot of momentum. Newer coach. They got a lot. They've won a lot of games in a row here coming into tonight. What do you got to do tonight?
We just got to stick to the game plan. We know that they got a good record and whatnot. They're on their home floor, but we can't let that get to us. We just got to stick to our game plan. If we do that, we'll be all right.
You guys been to the Gov Cup down in Salem?
The what?
The Gov Cup. It's a great coffee store. The Gov Cup.
Not.
No?
I have not.
Oh, you got to check it out. All right, Chemeketa Storm coming up next here on NWACSports.com, of course, against the Everett Trojans. All right.
Historic. Unique. Exciting. As challenges continue to test the mettle of Americans, your community has to depend on willing citizens just like you to answer the call and respond to local disasters and other times of crisis. You may be surprised to find out who we are and what we do. In fact, it could actually be your story too. The Air National Guard.
From the arrival of the first colonies in the New World until today, communities across America have depended on their own local patriotic citizens to be available for extraordinary challenges as a part-time militia guard. For over 300 years, they have been in every war and rushed to the scene of every natural disaster. At the turn of the 20th century, when airplanes were used for various military needs, the state National Guard units flew for domestic use as well as preparing for wartime needs.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
It soon became clear that the professional use of aircraft was very important to the United States. After World War II, Congress created the United States.
So many times. All right, we are back. It's halftime here, Bellevue and Portland, but Trojans, the Everett Trojans here. They're getting ready for their Sweet 16 matchup against Chemeketa, the Storm. We got Markeith Brown. We got Tori Odom. Tori, what's the game plan coming in? You guys are hot. I mean red hot, no pun intended, with the Trojans this year.
Our plan is just to come out and play our regular game, get stops, and make sure we make shots. But mostly get stops and play defense.
And you got Troutman, the head coach, right?
Yes, sir.
Kind of real full first year, but he kind of broke in a little bit for a long-time head coach. Has this been a little fun, these last 10, 15 games for you guys?
Oh, yeah. He's a great coach, too. He helps us a lot, confidence. And that's real big with us, confidence. When we're confident.
What's
really
your big key to get a Chemeketa Storm here? Start with you, Markeith.
Oh, well, we watch a lot of film on them. We've seen that they run a lot. So
yes, they do.
So we run a lot, too, so I don't.
Who can score more?
Really?
Who can score more and who can get stops?
As many stops
at key points.
All right. All right. So you enjoying this, the NWAC? You guys didn't have a big commute to get here, right?
Oh, no. We just got to walk a couple steps.
You think the home cooking's a big advantage here for the Trojans?
I like it. I like it.
You got all your fans?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got my fans, but, my parents are back in Louisiana because that's where I'm from.
Okay. So, well, I saw the Tory sweatshirts down there, the Marquis sweatshirt. You guys getting, you got all your swag going?
Oh, a little bit.
All right. Tori Odom, Markeith Brown. Coming up, Everett, the Trojans, home cooking right here against the Chemeketa Storm. We'll be back with the second half of Portland and Bellevue coming up.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn & Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has never been brighter. 3 strong brands, an expanding portfolio, industry-leading innovation with turnkey solutions, simple fee structures, areas of protection, continued support from day one. We make partnerships easy. Reach a new breed of traveler with RLHC.
And we welcome you back live here to Everett Community College. The Portland Panthers, the Bellevue Bulldogs. Bellevue with a 10-point lead. Tom Lafferty along with Randy Edens. A surprising 10-point lead?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you're judging the book by its cover, Portland coming in, 24-5, I believe. With only 24 points and a half. Bellevue's doing a fantastic job of just being able to mix it up defensively, really out of every timeout. It's kept them uncomfortable. And as I mentioned in the first half, Portland's had to play extended defensive possessions, but on offense, everything's gone up so quick. That can grate on you a little bit, especially if the ball's not going through the hoop, and I think that attributes to why they only have 24 points right now.
Earlier today, Peninsula, South Puget Sound, Lynn Benton, Walla Walla, and Spokane have already punched their ticket to the Elite Eight. And that's what we're looking for here. Spokane will await the winner of this game. We're back underway here at Everett Community College. Portland with the basketball. Portland with the bucket. A big 3 outside. That'll help things right off the bat.
No question. Nice to see.
Now a little pushing and shoving, a little extracurricular activity after the shot went up. Volman was inbounding the basketball. Somebody took exception somewhere.
Yeah, it looks like a little too much talking for what the score is right now. Just score the basket, move on, and play. Good for Portland to see there. They were 1 for 12 there in the first half. Obviously, to start the second half with the three-point make is going to be critical for them.
So Ting Jiao John will bring it up for Bellevue. For Bellevue, they'll go with Jaden Volman, Keanu Royster, Andrew Shaw, Omar Traore, and Jeremy Bishop. It's not even true. I was reading off the computer, and it hasn't updated. So, and we're going to have a foul called here on Bellevue.
Interesting. I think one of those things where officials are going to probably be a little sensitive to the whistle, especially with the little altercation there to start the second half. We'll see if they tighten things up here.
So Portland with it. Down by 7, 34-27. And then losing the handle on it. KJ Bosco lost it. Jonathan Michael grabs it. And here comes Bellevue. John up fakes. Now Volman with it. Backing down, turn around, up and in. Max Tilden out of Mercer Island puts it up and in.
Love Max's tempo and pace in there, under control. Good finish.
And a foul called on the other end as Portland down by 9, and that will send Frank Norman out of Benson High School in Portland to the free throw line. The foul whistled on Ting Jiao John, his third personal foul, second team foul. First free throw good for Norman. He's got another one coming. That's good. 36-29, the lead is 7. As much as a 10-point lead for Bellevue. It's 7 now, and Bellevue College with the basketball. Ting Jiao John.
Nice
no
pass.
Look pass. Nicely done there for the reverse lay and good by Max Tilden.
You knew you were going to get Portland to come out and be aggressive, try to kind of instill their will here to start those first few minutes.
Long outside three ball for Frank Norman, and down it goes, and it's a 6-point ball game, 38-32.
Shots they struggled with in the first half. 3-point makes. They've got 2 right out of the gate, and then free throws. 2 free throw makes out of the gate as well for Portland.
Volman tries to answer, won't do it. Tilden grabs the rebound. Reset on the shot clock here for Bellevue. Leading by 6. John splits the defense. Double pump lay, and it's up and good. I guess you do that on the playgrounds of Taiwan.
You might. I could have just gone up on the same side. I think it did a little too much extra for that.
Yeah, but it looked cool.
It did.
And it worked. Outside 3, Bosco no. And the rebound by Nelson. Down the floor, Michael, yes. The early offense there for Bellevue, and they open up again a 2 or 10-point lead with 42-32.
Certainly Bellevue looking to be opportunistic in transition. There's no doubt. Love that, but they'll be deliberate if they need to.
And Portland down by 10, 3 minutes or so into the second half. If there's anything as a favorite to win the NWAC championship, Portland would have been amongst the top 3 or 4. And they're down by 10. And Bellevue hasn't taken their foot off the gas.
Yeah, which is nice to see. As Bellevue's head coach, you got to anticipate Portland's going to come at you with a run. It's how your guys respond here these first few minutes of the second half. And so far, they've withstood the first punch to the mouth, if you will.
Looking for a banker no for Rutherford, back up and in. Gabe Garrett got the rebound off the miss by Rutherford. And it's 8-point lead, 42-34. Volman out of Puyallup High School. Little stutter step at the foul line. No help down there, so he'll kick it back out. John. Back to Volman again. 10 to shoot. Turned around, lost it, ran into his own man. 5 to shoot now. Volman going in, and then he lost the basketball, and Frank Norman took it away from him. Back the other way we go. Norman shoots, no good. And John grabs it. 2-on-3 break. Michael goes in without it. And then kept alive there by Traore, and that's a big play there. John was going to pass it back over to Traore, who would have been open for a three, but he said, you know what, let's just take a little time here and make sure we're set. And I'll take it in and go in. Layan won't go, but he'll get fouled on the way in, and Ting Zhao John will go to the free throw line.
So once again, if you looked at those last 4 possessions right there, Portland, with a quick shot with about 5 or 6 seconds off the shot clock. Bellevue trying to be opportunistic. Did get something, came back. Shot clock was at 9 for Bellevue on that possession. They get to the free throw line, and that's kind of how the game's gone. So you put that pressure on Portland to have to score, and when you're not making baskets and playing defense for extended possessions, again, you get where you're down 9 right now.
So a couple of free throws here. 10-point lead, 44-34. And standing on the out-of-bounds line was Traore. So Portland keeps it in their front court, 24 on the shot clock. Down by 10. They get it inbounds to Rutherford. Won't go. Then a wrestling match trying to grab the basketball. And the held ball will give the possession over to Bellevue. Bulldogs basketball. Bulldogs with a 10-point lead. Ting Zhao John will bring it up with the left hand. Looking for a screen. Finds one. Defender stayed with him pretty well. Jonathan Michael dumps it right back down. Then the block from behind by Rutherford. Good play defensively there by Portland. Frank Norman brings it up for the Panthers. Outside, wide open 3 ball, won't go. Offline, a miss there by Richard, Brendan Richard out of Centennial High School in Gresham. And we're at 15 minutes to play in the game. Corner, right side, air ball for 3 by Nelson, a miss. A little pushing and shoving coming off the miss here. And they're going to call the foul. Lane Josie picks up the foul. And a timeout on the floor with 14:55 to go in the second half. Bellevue 44, Portland 34. This is the NWAC Men's Basketball Championships on STSPN.com.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you. For them. Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
Know you're more. More than a number. More than living paycheck to paycheck. You're a multitasking life engineer, full of experience. That's why you belong here, where you'll find more one-on-one attention from faculty, with programs that can lead to in-demand jobs, and the support you need to get where you want to go, all at an affordable price. Get started now. Edmonds Community College, edcc.edu.
Clark College in Vancouver, Washington is enrolling for winter quarter. Whether you want to advance your career, complete a degree, or earn your high school diploma, Clark College can help you reach your goals. Visit clark.edu to learn more. So out of bounds for Bellevue, leading it by 10, 44-34. And Volman will throw it in at the baseline. 20 to shoot. John, right side Nelson. Now up for Michael, shoots it, won't go. Nelson grabs the rebound and puts it up and in. And that opens up Bellevue's biggest lead of the game, up by a dozen. And they're going to get Nelson. He doesn't like the call.
No, Bellevue's bench didn't like the call. They are all standing up on that one.
Donald Brady, the head coach, he doesn't like it either. So it's unanimous for all the BCC people.
Coaches generally don't like officials' calls, but that's just...
Norman Now to Garrett. Garrett on the dribble. Splits and swatted. Terori goes high in the air and says, get it out of here. You'd like to swat it to a teammate, though, wouldn't you? Rather than just into the stands?
Yeah, that's an old Mike Lowry thing, too. He'd say, if you're going to block it, keep it in bounds.
Yeah.
You can get all excited, but if it's going out of bounds, it doesn't change anything.
Looking for the inbounds. Corner three. Side iron won't go. A miss by Brendan Richard. Bellevue basketball. Leading by 12. Portland's got to start thinking about if they want to get back in this ball game.
It's been a struggle offensively for them. There's no question.
That's big. That's a big three ball in the corner there for Bellevue. Jonathan Michael. He's got 12 in the ball game. Underneath Garrett, puts it up. No. There you go. You can't have empty possessions, right?
No, and again, everything is so quick. It's like they've got to come up with that 15-point play to put themselves right back in it. You got to be methodical. You got plenty of time, but you got to come up with quality looks.
Here's Volman. Good. Jaden Volman out of Puyallup High School. He's got 9 in the ball game. And the lead is at 51-34. And then Keanu Royster is going to pick up the foul.
Silly foul right there. You kind of bailed them out. If you just keep the pressure on, they're already feeling the pressure because of what the score is. Now they kind of settle themselves down a little bit and make some substitutions as well.
So second personal foul, 5th team foul. And here comes Portland, down by 17 points. Biggest lead of the game. Portland had early on 1-point lead. We had 7 lead changes early on. Well, that was fairly quick, simple.
That was impressive. Great athleticism, great pass, good finish.
Rutherford with a dunk. 51-36 the score.
Hopefully that gets them going. They need something to lift the energy up a little bit.
It's Royster on the dribble. Looking for Michael into backcourt. They say tapped into backcourt by Portland, and then a foul called. KJ Bosco is going to be called for the foul in backcourt.
I don't know what KJ's goal was out there at half court, but
well, if it was beyond half court, stand there in the guy's way. Maybe you'll get a 10-second call.
Something.
John, into traffic. Royster couldn't handle it. Hicks goes around the defender and lays it up and in. So 51-38, lead is 13. Portland can score in a big hurry. Definitely not out of it, though.
Yeah, no question. And they certainly have been trying. They just haven't been able to put the ball in the hoop, unfortunately. Bellevue's got a little loose with the ball the last couple of possessions. We'll see if Portland can get it down to single digits before the 10-minute mark.
There's John. Nice pass by Ting Zhao. John finds Omar Traore with the bucket. That's 53-38.
He got fortunate with that pass, I think. It kind of snuck through there.
Rather be lucky than good. Terrell Hicks with the bucket on the other end for Portland.
Again, but you can see the MO. I mean, Portland scored that in about 2 seconds. Bellevue was excited that they scored, and before they knew it, Portland already scored on the other end.
That's Keanu Royster on the dribble. He rifles a pass to a traveling Omar Traore. Commits the turnover. And with a 13-point lead, Bellevue gives up the basketball to the Portland Panthers. There's a reverse lay-in. Underhand won't go. Terrell Hicks. Ball goes out of bounds. Ooh. Bellevue was protecting the basketball, thinking it was last going to be touched by Hicks, and it wasn't. And they're going to say, hold on. Can we see it? Well, thanks. Thanks for nothing down in the truck. I'm gonna key the truck when I go to my car. Down low, laying up, no. Who's got it? Saved but right into the hands of Bellevue. Bulldogs with the basketball, leading by 13 points. Kiana Royster with the basketball. Donald Brady up, coaching up his team. 13 to shoot. Royster still with it. Nice entry pass to Michael, but he can't get it. But Trory is there, fading out of bounds. Throws it back in bounds, but it's going to be picked off there by Rutherford. So Bellevue gets nothing on that possession, and Portland brings it up. Off balance, down to the floor. Arms akimbo, and they're going to call a hack foul here on Royster, I believe. Yes, that's going to be his third personal foul. And the 6th team foul, but on the way in, so free throws here for Brendan Richard.
Imperative for Portland here to not kind of get that selfish mode where they all feel like they've got to do it themselves. Again, 10:30 to go. Plenty of time to just keep chipping away and go to your strengths, get quality possessions, and get yourself back into this thing.
Down by 11 with a couple of free throws there by Brendan Richard. 10:25 to play in the game. The winner to play tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the Elite 8 against Spokane. Ting Jiao John. Dribbles in. Foul call. KJ Bosco.
Really crafty play there. He got the angle and then kind of had an awkward movement to where it wasn't maybe very basketball-like. Got that foul call and going to the line for 2.
Almost cheating. You can get the guy right on the wrong foot or the
you're already
the wrong way.
You're already fast enough, and then you throw in something that's not basketball related, and you get free. Good for him though. Crafty, almost James Harden-esque, I suppose.
Next one is good as well. John with the basket. He's got 15 points in the ball game. Now Portland with it, down by 13 points. Under 10 minutes to play. Out for Garrett for 3, rattles off, no good. Push-off foul is going to be called off the rebound. It'll be on Bellevue's. Traore picks up the foul. And a timeout on the floor called, and we step aside. With 9:50 to play, it's Bellevue 55, Portland 42. The NWAC Championships on STSPN.com.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
I remember the moment clearly.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
I realized at that moment, when we first saw the damage, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference, right here in my community. Together with local responders, we cleared trees and collapsed walls. We had to get to the family trapped beneath. As a citizen soldier, I made a difference.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
EVCC trivia time. Why do 19,000 students choose Everett Community College every year? Well, the answer, we have fun. With sports, live music, and more, you'll never want to leave. Register now for spring classes at everettcc.edu. Portland won their first 9 games of the year. Bellevue has lost 4 of their last 5 games coming into the playoffs.
Hey, they say the playoffs are always a new season, so it gives you a chance to restart, recharge up a little bit. Everybody's 0-0. Whatever their cliches can we come up with. Coaches speak.
Free throw in a very low-scoring game. Bellevue only scored 80-plus points 9 times this year.
I believe it, though. Like I kind of mentioned all game long, they've been pretty deliberate when they need to with possessions, and I think that's given Portland some problems.
Yeah, Portland, I'm guessing, likes the free-flowing up and down the floor. It's 90, 91, 89 kind of a game.
Exactly right. And, you know, out of the timeouts, you know, I've been really impressed with Bellevue and their staff and being scripted with their possessions, change it up defensively.
Lane Josie scores there for Portland. Full court pressure by the Panthers. Bulldogs break it. I think I say he trapped the ball, carried the basketball.
Yeah, that's a good catch. I thought he was going to get away with it.
I did too.
Enough people made enough of a noise, looks like, and official blew his whistle.
It looked kind of cool, though.
Well, yeah. Playground kids do it.
That's right.
And one kids do it.
So Portland with the basketball. Down by 13 points. Clock maybe starting to become a factor here. Especially if you turn the ball over. As Jonathan Michael just reached in and says, Cameron, I'm going to take this from you. Okay. And here you go. Now that's John.
Can't get back into it if you don't get shot opportunities. Turnovers are the killer.
John with it. Looks for a screen. And a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. And I think they're going to get Terrell Hicks with the foul out of Centennial High School in Las Vegas. First personal foul, fifth team foul. Baseline out of bounds for Bellevue. No reset on the 30. They put it at 20. Yeah. Oh, they're going to call it an offensive foul. Wasn't there supposed to be a reset on the 30?
Yeah, should have been. Foul call. Unless NWAC's got different rules where it just resets to 20. I don't think so, though. But, yeah, should have reset. Nonetheless, going the other way.
Yeah, off the foul there. That whistle on Jeremy Bishop, his first. Dribbling in, Norman won't go. Empty possession there, 8:12 to go. Dribbling in, Royster, swatted out of there by Rutherford. Up the floor comes Josie, feeds it right side for Terrell Hicks in the lay-in. 11-point lead. Royster. Double teamed at the sideline. Somebody's open. They swing it around the perimeter here. That's Jaden Volman. Volman, overplay on the defense. He says, I'm going to go get it because it was knocked in the back court there by a guy for Portland. Royster, what the heck was that?
He hit underneath the underside of the bag. We just had such a tough angle, couldn't squeeze it by, and he knows it. He's laughing about it.
That was awkward looking.
But he made an attempted shot, though. I mean, if you make an attempted shot and it hits the backboard, it's not like it went behind the backboard. I think you're okay. It just looked awkward.
Gabe Garrett. Josie backing down. Hook shot good. The sky hook good by Lane Josie. 9 points now, 7:13 to go. Don't count them out. Yeah, Bellevue's had a few empty possessions here the last couple trips.
Yes, they have. And for the most part, Bellevue hasn't taken the bait to try to speed up, and that'll be really critical here down the stretch. Yep.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say unforced error. That was a kind of a forced error.
Yeah, it was. That could have been a whistle the other way, but, you know, I like to see him play there, especially with 7 minutes to go. But these are the kind of opportunities that Portland needs, a little quicker possessions on Bellevue's behalf. Hopefully Portland can take advantage.
Donald Brady will put Ting Jiao John back in. Their steadiest ball handler. Gabe Garrett, top. Josie for three. Good. Well, that changes everything. 6-point ball game, 57-51. Boy, almost an over back there.
Really close. Really close.
Ting Jiao John won't shoot the three. 17 to shoot now. And a timeout call by Bellevue. Yeah, let's keep it right here. Donald Brady taking a 30-second timeout. What's he saying? Hey, guys, you can feel the lug nuts starting to loosen up?
Yeah, I mean, it's, 6-point game, big momentum three right there. As they've done all game long, coming out of timeouts, they've been really scripted with their possessions. I expected a scripted set for somebody to get them a nice, easy opportunity. And again, the key here, I think, down the stretch is, Portland's going to want to still play, fast and speed Bellevue up. Can Bellevue be opportunistic about being sped up? Because when they have, they've gotten opportunities. But if nothing's there, can we run our stuff in the half court? Can we get good quality possessions? And as a coach, you can deal with that. If the shot doesn't go in and you got a good quality look, fine. It's kind of reverting to Portland's play, where I'd have a little bit of a problem as a coach if you get sped up and you're not getting the possessions that you should at this juncture of the game.
Still to come tonight after our game here, Bellevue and Portland. 2 more games to be played here at Everett Community College. Chemeketa will play Everett, so the home team gets the 8 o'clock game, the Everett Trojans, and then North Idaho will take on Lower Columbia in the nightcap at 10 o'clock. Earlier today, Peninsula beat Clackamas. South Puget Sound beat Yakima Valley by 1. Lynn Benton beat Edmonds by 9, 81-72. Walla Walla beat Centralia 84-80. And a little bit earlier, it was Spokane over Tacoma. And Spokane awaiting the winner of this ball game between Portland and Bellevue. Thanks again to our sponsors here for the NWAC Championships on STSPN.com. Here we go. Volman to throw it in. Oh, they say stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
He actually just lost the ball. I mean, he kind of tried to fake pass, and he just dropped it. Just dropped it right out of bounds. Didn't even enter the ball.
Wow.
Tough.
So here is Portland down by 6. Garrett will go in, lost the handle, lost the ball.
That's tough to take right there. Not the possession you want at this juncture. You've got all the momentum, and he just gave it right back without even a shot going up.
Jaden Volman with a double team there, foul. Foul double team there. Gabe Garrett was there, so was Frank Norman. And I think it's going to be Norman picking up the foul. The 5'11 sophomore out of Benson High School in Portland picks up his 4th personal foul, 6th team foul. So no free throws yet. Everybody shoots free throws after this one. Volman will throw it in. A little better luck this time to Jonathan Michael out of Shorewood. 6 minutes to play and a 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. Oh, and they're going to call Norman for a foul, and that was just good old acting by Ding Jiao John.
Well, Norman's done this a couple of times where he's gotten a little too physical, and that's cost. That's his 5th foul right there.
Yeah, he's done.
Sending the team to the free throw line. Bellevue's already scrambled a little bit.
So he goes to the bench with 5 fouls. John at the free throw line. He'll get another on the 1-and-1. The lead is 7 now.
These are the kind of things momentum-wise Bellevue would want. I mean, you get a chance to settle down, shoot a free throw or 2, whereas you already have them on the ropes a little bit if you're Portland. No need to gamble and have some senseless foul at this stage. Make them make a shot in the half court.
John hits both free throws, and the lead is 8. 5:55 to play. Trapped in back court there. Cameron Rutherford gets it into front court now. Josie. Rutherford again. Long outside 3, and it goes. I was just going to say, I'm not sure if that, yes, it is the shot you want.
Yeah, that's one of those as a coach. No, hey, we'll take that right there. Let's go with it.
The lead is 5, 59-54, 5.5 to go.
And they're in denial mode on Bellevue's point guard there, 11. Trying to keep the ball at his hand.
Big. Jonathan Michael just buried that 3 ball. Quickly up the floor. And they're going to call foul. Michael's going to be called for this one. And that is going to send Cameron Rutherford to the free throw line.
Big answer there, the big 3. Jumped it right back up to 8. Still manageable. But, again, be real solid on the defensive side if you're Portland here. Make them have to make shots in the half court. Just as long as they're contested, you live with that. You tip their hat if they make them.
Jonathan Michael picks up his 2nd personal foul. 9th team foul. 2 shots here. Cameron Rutherford averages 13.2 points per ball game. He's got 16 now. What do we wait? Oh, we're wiping up
a little floor
moisture.
cleanup.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, they said 2, and now it's going to be 1 and 1. It's 1 and 1 because we're not in the double bonus. So it'll be 2 now.
Wow, that was a shot attempt. Where does that come from? Mystery calls sometimes.
You thought it was a shot?
Yeah, certainly. Ball was up at the backboard by the time the whistle blew. Nonetheless.
Hit them both. 62-56, 6-point lead. 5 minutes to play in the game. Ding Jiao John. Corner. Michael lost the defender. Thought better of shooting, didn't. John, a couple of fakes. Back to Volman, 12 to shoot. Back to Volman again. Corner, Michael closed off at the baseline. Back to Volman, 5 to shoot. John with it, goes in, dumps it underneath. One too many passes. Was looking for Max Tilden, couldn't find him. Up the floor quickly, going in, laying no good for Hicks. Foul call.
That quick score ability from rebound to rim, 3 seconds. And that's how Portland wants to play. It's gotten themselves back into this game.
This is the under 5 media timeout, and we step aside with 4 minutes and 31 seconds to play in the game. It's Bellevue 62, Portland 56. Back with more from Everett Community College right after this.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
Well, Coach Randy Edens, our first game was 97-77 was the final, with Spokane beating Tacoma.
I like scoring as much as anybody. But, sometimes it happens. You get a team that's shooting it real well, and you get in that kind of rhythm, 40-minute games, This one's been a good one, just a little different fashion defensively, and Bellevue's kind of instilled their way most of the night tonight.
Terrell Hicks at the free throw line for the Portland Panthers. It's a 6-point lead right now. That one rattles and goes. Lots of time left.
Key is going to be, can Portland stay disciplined and out of fouls and free throw harm on the defensive end of the floor?
Next free throw is good. The lead is 4 at 62-58. 4.5 to go. Full court pressure. John gets into front court. They'll use some time. Volman to Nelson. Nelson dribbles into the paint. Corner, Michael, 3, rattles no. And Hicks grabs the rebound for Portland. Pretty good look.
Really good look. Just a little right, but a good possession, though.
Josie,
nice
reverse lay-in. Beautiful pass. With a reverse lay-in by Brendan Richard, and it's a 2-point ball game.
For what Portland's had to go through, man, what a great opportunity to be in. Just down 2.
3:45 to go. Volman with it, 13 to shoot. John, 9 to shoot now. Nelson, back out for Volman, 4 to shoot. John, 1 to shoot. It's in.
What a possession. What a possession. Seemed like it was teetering on the edge of disaster, and then they found a bucket.
64-60, 3:19 to go. Outside 3 ball, no. Boy, I thought that looked good. Cameron Rutherford with a miss.
He's hit a couple. Why not? Good chance for it. Plenty of time left. Just need to stop right here.
4-point lead. John with it. 19 to shoot. Volman double teamed and a timeout. Yeah, Donald Brady says we gotta take a timeout and talk about the defense.
Yeah, good timeout there. You're kind of in no man's corner right there. You've got half court, sideline. Not probably like a 5% chance of anything good happening there. So good use of a timeout. Up 4, under 3 to go. Plenty of time on the shot clock. 14 seconds left there. Script something up here out of the timeout. Try to get a quality look. And again, Portland's got to be disciplined. You're sending Bellevue to the line for 2 the rest of the way. Just need to stop and rebound and go attack the basket. Don't need to settle for threes right now.
Portland came in at 24-5, the number 1 team out of South. In fact, before the game, they were presented with the South Division trophy. Well, if they don't win this ball game, there'll be a lonely ride home on the bus for that trophy.
Do you give it back?
Yeah, just leave it out there in the by the dumpster. Here, keep this thing.
Won the division. It's worth it.
Inbounds, Volman lost it.
Numbers.
Bosco. They do have numbers, but they'll think better of it. Bosco, boy, was going to take a 3, didn't. Josie has it, overplaying, reach in on the defense on Terore. 2:45 to go and a 4-point lead. And foul shots coming up here. Lane Josie goes to the line out of Liberty High School in Hillsboro, Oregon. 11.6 points per ball game.
I misspoke there earlier. Actually, Portland's in the double bonus the rest of the way. Bellevue's still in the 1-1, so
yep.
You know, those free throws are a little different now than they were earlier in the game for Bellevue if they, get to that opportunity.
Hit 1, missed 1. Michael with the, boy, he almost traveled as he got the rebound. 2:35 to play. That double court or double team there. And we're going to have a timeout. They are going to have a timeout called here by Portland. If I mentioned I don't like when coaches can call timeout, but actually everybody was calling a timeout there.
Almost it seemed like Bellevue was calling a timeout. They didn't even have the ball.
2.5 minutes to go in the game. Let's step aside for 30 seconds. 64-61, Bellevue leading Portland on STSPN.com. Jet City Roller Derby brings the sport of roller derby to Snohomish County. Tickets for Jet City's 11th season are now available with doubleheader bouts at Edmonds Community College featuring a family-friendly environment and a beer garden. Find a skater handing out flyers to receive discount off entry to their next bout. Here we go. This has been a bout here. 64-61 Bellevue. They're playing defense. Josie has it on offense for Portland. 15 to shoot. Got way underneath and they'll reset it. Josie again backing in. How did he not travel? Didn't, but the tip is good by Rutherford. It's a 1-point ball game. Full court pressure. 2 minutes to play. Now quickly into front court they go. Michael, open 3 look. Boy, early in the shot clock, Coach.
And I talked about it earlier. Portland's been trying to bait Bellevue into speeding up, and there was the possession. Man, under 2 to go, they went right to it. Yikes. A little too quick for their liking, I'm sure.
Richard on the dribble. Bosco. Josie says, no, don't throw it to me. Don't have good position. 8 seconds to go. Dribble drive lane, good for Richard. Lead for Portland. Out the floor and a steal for Portland. Terrell Hicks and a foul in backcourt.
One of those situations, again, you compound the situation, the turnover, with a foul there, and you're sending to the line for 2.
And Terore will foul out with 5 personal fouls.
Big sequence right there. You turned it over. Hey, it's happened. Now we got to go back on defense. Play good half-court defense. You're going to get the ball back. Man, tough possession right there for Bellevue.
8 lead changes in this ball game. Portland has led by as much as 1. This could be their biggest lead of the game right here with this free throw by Hicks. It is.
Solid, comfortable, steady, right in the heart.
So Terrell Hicks out of Centennial High School in Las Vegas, 67% free throw shooter. Both were perfect. Lead is 3. Still full court pressure. Volman out of bounds. Portland has stepped up their game here in this latter part of this second half. Got a timeout called here by the Portland Panthers. We'll step aside. 1:16 to play. Portland 67, Bellevue 64 on STSPN.com.
You know you're more than a number, more than living paycheck to paycheck. You're a multitasking life engineer full of experience. That's why you belong here, where you'll find more one-on-one attention from faculty, with programs that can lead to in-demand jobs and the support you need to get where you want to go, all at an affordable price. Get started now. Edmonds Community College, EDCC.
Just need to stop right here. Plenty of time.
17 points was the lead, Coach, for Bellevue.
Yeah. I'm impressed with Portland. You know, obviously the ability to kind of hang in there, and they've eventually got Bellevue to speed up, as we've kind of talked about all game long here. Bellevue's made some uncharacteristic mistakes, things that we've seen so far they haven't done, and unfortunately the timing of it's been pretty critical here. But still over a minute to go, minute 16 left. They need a stop, a rebound, and plenty of time left to make some good things happen. Just come up with a good defensive possession and a rebound right here.
So the Bellevue Bulldogs step out. And as do the Portland Panthers. Portland will throw it in. 30 on the shot clock. And a 3-point lead for Portland. They've got it in their front court. Cameron Rutherford. Richard. Now Bosco, top of the key. Hicks. They'll just work the perimeter here. Josie now. Out on top, long outside 3. Front iron no good. A miss there by Richard. Ball went out of bounds. Last touch by Bellevue. Portland keeps it.
Ouch, you got to come up with a rebound right there. Now they get another 30 seconds. Not that it's impossible. It makes things a lot tougher for Bellevue.
Lane Josie will throw it in at the baseline. Looking for a timeout. He'll get the timeout. Bellevue has no timeouts left. Now Portland will have 1 remaining. Tell me about when you have your players in a situation like that. They get to call the timeout in a situation like that, or you've already told them?
Yeah, I mean, usually you try to put somebody that has the ball there who's pretty heady, and before, obviously the timeout before there, I would always have told the person that was going to throw the ball in, hey, if you get to a sequence where you need to call a timeout, call it. Go ahead. But I can be pretty loud myself, so if I get to about 3, I'm yelling timeout. But this is a tough spot. It's a really awkward corner, tough throw and tough angle. I'd like to see Bellevue put their tallest guy over there and really try to smother that, see if they can get a 5-second call right here and really try to face guard and denial as much as possible.
Well, they're not looking like they're denying over there. Jeremy Bishop goes over there. Tilden is, no, they're just to let him throw it in.
Too easy right there.
27 to shoot, 47 on the game clock. Bosco, Josie backing down. Hook shot up and in. 69-64, biggest lead for Portland. Now quickly down comes Bellevue. They come out of backcourt. Out for Michael, didn't take the shot. To Bishop, hook shot too hard. And a foul called on Bellevue. Foul called on Bellevue's Jonathan Michael. He'll pick up his 3rd personal foul. And we're going to go to the other end for free throws. The shot clock is irrelevant now. We're at 29.4 seconds. So the Portland Panthers have come from 17 down in this second half. And they're about 3 seconds away from cinching the win here. First free throw, no. Well, the door's open.
Yeah, what a turn of events. Really impressed with Portland's stick-to-itiveness. Again, just trying to craft the game that they'd like to see. Done a nice job of it.
Missed them both. Wow. Up the floor, too long a pass. Ball went out of bounds, though.
Too long a pass is exactly right, with not a lot of pace either.
So Michael will throw it in. No, it won't. It'll be Trey Nelson will throw it in. Ting Jiao John, 25 to go.
To the
Reggie
rim,
the shot.
to the rim.
On he goes. Back out for Michael. What are they doing? Down by 5. Michael shoots a 3. Hits. No timeouts.
Quick foul. Quick foul here.
Got to take a foul.
There
They
you go.
will. 13.6. So that 3 by Michael. That was big. Pulls them to within 2. Now we go to the other end with free throws here for Hicks.
Hasn't been Portland's strength so far, or at least first half-wise. Looked much better in the second half, but, a little different to shoot these in this kind of environment. Up 2.
13.6 seconds to go. 2-point lead. 1 free throw makes it a 3 imperative. 2 free throws makes it impossible almost.
Straight to the rim for Bellevue. Straight to the rim, quick foul, take your chance one more time. No need for a 3 yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. Get to the rim.
Especially if he makes a free throw here.
Yep.
He does
got
not.
A shot.
Here we go, 13-12. Volman brings it down. Who are you looking for? Michael, can't find him. Give it to John. Turnaround face. No good. Air ball. 3 seconds to go. Ball goes out of bounds.
Wow, that looked good.
It did.
That looked good. Hey, got to try for a turnover here. Quick steal 3. Travel?
No, foul. Wow. Foul on the inbounds. We go to the other end. So you've got to hope for a double miss here for Hicks if you're Bellevue and have any chance.
Yeah, double miss and a heave, unfortunately. Portland, you don't want anybody in the lane, don't even chance at a foul. Just make one of these and it's over.
That will be that. I'm impressed. Who are you most impressed with second half here for Portland? Come back from 17 down.
Well, it's been a collective effort. I mean, it hasn't necessarily been one guy. That's kind of been the most impressive part.
Free throw's good, and that will be that. And the Portland Panthers from 17 down will win it over the Bellevue Bulldogs, final of 72-67. Coach, thanks for being with us. Been fun watching some college basketball.
It's been fantastic. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
You bet. There you go. That is Randy Edens, head coach of Lake Stevens High School girls basketball. For Pat Castro, for all the folks down in the truck, for STSPN. Again, thanks for being with us. The Portland Panthers will play Spokane tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the Elite 8. Final score, Portland 72, Bellevue 67. I'm Tom Lafferty. Good night from Everett.